Hello, brethren. Welcome to Thursday. Yeah. Well, what's happened today? Well, Claire's been this afternoon. She's been to hospital with her daughter in the afternoon. Morning and afternoon, I think. And then she's come here, cooked me a bolognese, minced bolognese sauce, which I can do with spaghetti, but that's a bit fiddly for being in a wheelchair, reaching a stove and all that stuff. So I'll probably do it have some with chips. So I can stick some of those in the air dryer and dryer, whatever it is. And yeah, that'd be okay. I don't need a lot anyway, so I only need about 3. They're quite big chips as well. Yeah, so what am I doing now? I don't really know. I think I'll turn that on. There we are. We've got a bit of echo, and then I'm going to use I don't know which ukulele to use. I think I'll use this one because this has got an echo feature on it independently, so I don't need to mic it up. So there we are. So the song I'm going to try and do is You've Got Your Troubles, I've Got Mine by the Fortunes. Writers Roger Cook and Roger Greenaway, which I think are renowned lyricists and also write words and tunes. I see that worried look upon your face. You've got your troubles, I've got mine. She's found somebody else to take your place. You've got your troubles, I've got mine. I too today have lost my love. All of my dreams have flown away. Now just like you, I sit and wonder why. You've got your troubles and I've got mine. You need some sympathy, well, so do I. You've got your troubles, I've got mine. Here we go. She used to love me, that I know, and it don't seem so long ago that we were walking, that we were talking the way that lovers do. I see that worried look upon your face. You've got your troubles and I've got mine. So forgive me if I seem unkind. You've got your troubles, I've got mine. trombolis. No, tremolos. It was his tremolos. Just check. Fortunes. I was wrong twice. The Fortunes. Turn that thingy off. Yeah, the Fortunes. In the 60s, have some smashing groups like the Beatles, the Stones, Fortunes. Just loads of like good music. And not, I don't know. 60s, I love the 60s. 70s, I love most of that. And then after that, went a bit downhill, I think. I mean, there's people that do love the 80s and the 90s and the noughties and whatever thingy we're on now. But no, I think that for me, the best days were the 50s music, because I was born in the 50s, and the 60s, which are sort of like, so I was like born 55, so by the 1960, I'd be 5, and then the next 10 years growing up to be 15, I'll have listened to all the music from the 60s, which came in, and we used to have we had a telly on a stand. It got 4 legs on it, and there was a dial on it, and you could twist it. It wasn't rediffusion, it was like a paid for one, but you could dial on it for like which radio station or television station you wanted. And I think at that time, in the early days, you got black and white BBC or black and white ITV or radio. I think that was it. Might have been different radios, I'm not sure, but and I used to lie on the floor with me head under the 4 legs of the telly, because that's where the speaker was coming out the bottom. And yeah, I used to listen to like all my formative music that way. And then I just progressed. Then through the 70s, obviously you get on a bit and stuff like that because there's better music facilities. But yeah, and I went through the transistor radio underneath the bedclothes, listening to Luxembourg and Capital. Is it Capital Radio? Radio London or something, I don't know. But the offshore ship, pirate ship music and that. But yeah, I was well into me music then. And plus, I was initially a tuba player, B-flat tuba player in the cadet force band at school, and then I moved on to being a snare player. Chris Curtis, he was the bass player, the bass drum player. And after I'd left, he had a plot to blow up the school, and he wanted a helicopter to land on the football field at the back and take him to Cuba, like with a load of cash. And they found this letter in his locker. Don't think I had lockers when I was at school. When I was there, he must have stayed on. I went to like sixth form college, and he must have just stayed there and done his sixth form there. But yeah, and he made this bomb in the chemistry lab. And we had this Pablo. He was the chemistry master. And he'd be writing all these things on the board, and people would absolutely have taken no notice. They were warming soup up on the Bunsen burners, making toast, everything. Chris Curtis making a bomb. And Pablo, he just used, every now and again, he'd turn around and say, "Some boys appear to be bored. I wonder why. Well, there you go. Chris Curtis made a bomb in the chemistry lab. And they actually did. They found it in his locker, along with his letter saying, I want a helicopter, take me to Cuba, and I want a load of money. Good lad. Sense of humour, in it. I hope it didn't do him any injustice, like being expelled or custody. But no. But at the time, they used to do the cane. So you used to get that sort of violence off headmaster people. They just cane your backside up to the level that you bled. But there again, when I was at junior school, Sister Patricia was the headmistress. It was a Catholic junior school. Excuse me, that's one of them fly things. And she used to, like, because you wearing shorts, she used to pull your short leg up to expose the whole of your thigh. Don't know if that was a turn on or not. And then you get what is called the slipper, which is like an old-fashioned trainer. Plimsoll they were. And she used to whack your leg until that was bright red. And these were nuns. Just bonkers. I think, I don't know, she was a nun. Mr. Strutt, he was headmaster at the grammar school I was at. And he had a thing that you put rain umbrellas in, but full of canes. And he used to take one out when he was going to cane you, and then he'd like see about bendability and stick it back. And take another one out and whack it about a bit. Put it back. So you knew you were going to get thrashed with something. And then you did. But bloody barflies are everywhere. You think it's got cold now. It's not like user friendly. I've not been out for ages because it's just been sunny, but not cold, but not hot. Been cold. But there's still these little dodgy flies knocking about. Won't be for long though, will it? I mean, at the minute it's still daylight at 6 o'clock. And before long, it'll be like daylight at 5 to 4. And then darkness, Johnny. The black. Yep, that'll be it. So, there we go. So, nothing much more to tell you, I don't think. I've got spag bowl, and I've also got egg mayonnaise that Claire's made for me as well, which I've had a sandwich of so far. And I might have some spag bowl later, and I might not. I might do it tomorrow, I don't know. But we'll see how we go. And with that, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for ticking boxes, whatever you do. And as always, thanks for coming.